First off, again, we'd like to thank Applied Electronics for being our major sponsor for our dinner tonight. Thank you very much. Patrick Wells, the representative for Applied Electronics, and they also sponsor dessert. I don't know if you knew that. So, and that deserves another round of applause. At this time, we'd like to start our formal program, and I'd like to invite the president of the Broadcast Educators Association of Canada. Please welcome me in asking Yvonne Colbert to come up from Nova Scotia Community College.
Thank you, Richard, and good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to have you all here, both the broadcast educators and our student award winners. We're thrilled that many of you could travel from Ontario, Alberta, and British Columbia to be here with us this evening. So it's an exciting night, not only for our students, but for the faculty members who are part of the Broadcast Educators Association of Canada. I know that for the students, you work very hard in your programs, and you should know, and you do know, I'm sure, that you are the very best in the country. And that's thrilling for us as your instructors, and I know that it's also thrilling for you. So we'll be able to congratulate you as the evening goes on, but as a group, you should be very proud. And winning a BEAC, a student award, is really quite an accomplishment. So congratulations to all of you before we get started. Richard did thank Applied Electronics, and thank you again, Patrick. We couldn't have done this without you. We're just a little bit behind, so we're going to get to work. I'm going to invite our past Vice President, Jim Carr, to come up and join me. And Jim, are you here? There you are. Hey, thank you. Jim has been a member of BEAC for many years. We won't say how many, but many. And he's been an integral part of this organization for a long time. And he really is a wonderful asset to BEAC. And thank you for that, Jim. So without further ado, we're going to get underway and we're going to start our awards. The first student award this evening is Video, Commercial, or Promo. Now this is a produced piece to attract public attention to sell a product or promote programming. Judges are looking for a sales and marketing oriented copy, effective use of audio and video to promote the product or program, creative artistic ability, and good pacing and flow. Dylan?
Oh, well, there you go. That's for you. Oh, wonderful. And there's a book. And wait, very important. There's over here.
There,
Mark? Did I have mine, Mark?
Nope. I think I'm supposed to stand here. Sorry, I'm not the real photographer.
Just playing one on
Just
television.
playing one? There you go. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Very good.
Would you like to say something?
Sure.
I'd just like to thank the BEAC committee, of course. This was obviously a wonderful surprise for me. And thank you very much. And yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Our next award is for audio commercial. It's a produced piece to attract public attention to sell a product. Judges are looking for creative writing, strong announcing, and production values, especially the use of sound and effective promotion. The winner is Weekend Warrior, produced by Aaron Bischoff from SAIT Polytechnique.
The Weekend Warrior. While he's not in the same shape as a 16-year-old, the Weekend Warrior still believes he can play like one. He skates as if no one can touch him. He's invincible. Come Monday, the Weekend Warrior feels more like 65. When your body feels like a truck hit you, let the hands at the Professional Institute of Massage Therapy soothe your pain. Receive a discount with your SAIT student ID. For more info, go to pimtmassage.ca.
Aaron wasn't able to be with us tonight, so accepting the award on his behalf is Richard Strobant, who is an instructor at SAIT. No, not if you don't want to. Okay. Thanks, Richard.
Richard, a loss of her words?
Yeah, that's mark this day on the calendar. Our next award is for web design. It's for a website designed by a student. It must be a working website from any platform. Judges are looking for URL clearly stated, clean code, and no broken links. The judges' comments on the winning submission this year was that it was a very engaging site that worked well, audio and clips worked well, and it was clean and easy to navigate. And the winner this year is Anjali Patil from the Nova Scotia Community College for the Anjali Patil website.
Nova Scotians have mixed feelings about call centers. On the one hand, they often serve as a major employer in smaller communities. But on the other hand, it seems you hear about them shutting down just as quick as they started up. They've been accused of only staying for government payroll rebate money and taking off when the contract is up. But is that true? Are call centers bad for Nova Scotia? Or are they just like any other industry that can't keep business due to economic realities? And if that's the case, why does the government continue to invest in them?
And just in the interest of transparency, I didn't judge this category. Our next award is for music video. It's an original audio-video production that showcases a musical performance. Judges are looking for creative artistic ability, original music with permission to broadcast, excellence in audio, music in sync, quality editing, and/or visual effects work. Paul wasn't able to join us this evening, and unfortunately neither was faculty from Loyalist, but we'll make sure that he receives his award. Our next category is for ENG News Story. Judges are looking for fair, balanced, and accurate journalism, good storytelling due to copy, video, and audio, and effective technical and production qualities. The judges' comments in this category for the winner were good read, visually strong and well edited, tells the story well, leaves no unanswered questions, nice opening shot, it works.
23-year-old Dayton Sofa knows how to play ball. And while he and his 17-year-old sister Cheyenne play for Ontario's wheelchair basketball team, you might be surprised to hear they're both able-bodied.
It's a very tight family thing coming from my uncle Jamie Sofa, who got us into the sports.
Jamie has cerebral palsy. He played wheelchair basketball for years. He says Dayton was determined to play this sport from an early age.
I got him out in a wheelchair at the age of about 3 or 4, out in the middle of the street, just going up and down the street. And just back then, they didn't have tip bars on the chair, so he happened to fall down and smash his head, and it started bleeding. Next thing you know, I was expecting him to want to go in the house and cry and go to mama. And the next thing he said to me was, "Can I get back in the chair?"
And the winner, again, I didn't judge this category, is Anjali Patil for wheelchair basketball from the Nova Scotia Community College.
Awkward.
While we're waiting for this,
There we go. Sorry.
all right. Thank you, Jim. If I can for just a moment, Anjali was one of my students, and I must tell you, I've been teaching for 6 years, and she is one. I told her before I left to come to the conference that as a teacher, she was a gift. She is just an incredible young woman. She won 2 Atlantic Journalism Awards this year. She won a Nova Scotia government scholarship, which she competed against 14 other students from the University of King's College, as well as a number of students from the RTA program at NSCC. She's already been hired to work as a reporter for 2 weeks this summer at CBC Nova Scotia. She is a remarkable young woman. So I just wanted to tell you that. Can you tell I'm proud? Our next category is audio spot news. A hard news story from the field of immediate interest. Please indicate whether the entry is a live hit or produced piece. Judges are looking for solid news values such as impact and relevance, effective writing, including a captivating lead, and good use of sound. In this category, the judges' comments on the winner were interesting angle on Valentine's Day, well written, informative, and easy to understand.
That's a good start. That's a great one.
At stores like the Stag Shop on Progress Avenue in Scarborough, Valentine's Day means more business than usual. And the hot seller this year is compact, colorful, and comes with 9 different vibration speeds. It's the WeVibe 2, a vibrator made from medical-grade silicon. It has a flexible U-shape and both ends vibrate when it's switched on. Ottawa engineer Bruce Morrison invented it. The website said he wanted to make something that can slide in between a couple while they made love.
And the winner is Yamri Tedessa from Centennial College for Valentine's Day G-Spot.
Okay, thank you, BEAC community, for the award. It was a very unlikely story for me to do, and it was kind of embarrassing, but that's kind of what I like about journalism. I get to go places I normally wouldn't. So I would like to thank my professor, Ellen Besner, who nominated me for this award, and thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And that actually was corporate or PSA long for video. It was a long duration produced public service announcement. Judges were looking for a community-oriented developed script, effective use of audio and video, creative artistic ability, good pacing and flow. The judges' comments included interesting storytelling. I was intrigued. At first, I was a bit put off by the lack of explanation, but found at the end it was extremely satisfying, and I got the message and perhaps retained the information even more. Another judge commented, fast-paced, nice graphics, felt like it ended on a down beat. So congratulations to David Carlasio from Canadore College for producing Code Orange. David isn't with us this evening, but here to accept his award is Canadore faculty Steve Ray.
Throw him under the bus.
Yeah. Yeah. Just to wake it up.
And Andy, just to make sure we're on the right track, video corporate or PSA short is next. Are you able to determine that?
Audio PSA.
Okay. So next is audio PSA. It's a produced public service announcement. Judges are looking for creative writing and use of sound, including announcing strong production values and achievement of promotional goal for public service. The judges' comments included very well written, good concept at sending a message, use of sound effects was excellent. Make this a 30-second PSA and it will be perfect.
When humans and nature collide, wildlife never wins. Hope for Wildlife is Nova Scotia's only wildlife rescue and rehabilitation center. And sometimes, it's an animal's last chance of survival. If you find an injured or orphaned animal, give it hope by calling 407-WILD. 407-WILD. Hope for wildlife, because every life is precious. 407-WILD.
And the winner this year of Audio PSA Short for the second year in a row, and I didn't judge this either, is Paige Fawcett from the Nova Scotia Community College for Hope for Wildlife. And Paige is one of my students as well, and quite an amazing young woman who's faced a number of challenges and overcome them. And she hasn't graduated yet, and already she has a job at a radio station in St. John as a commercial writer. So congratulations to Paige. All right, I'm hoping audio promotion is next. All right, we're back on track. This is a produced piece advertising an event, concert, fundraiser, radio station on location, contest, etc. Copyright music is waived as per acceptable practice for in-house promotional spots, and judges are looking for creative writing and use of sound, including announcing, strong production values, and achievement of the promotional goal.
The offbeat, original, creative powers of
NR92. Not all DJs are made equal, and NR92 has a variety of jocks that will rock your world.
Yogi Pierogi, Eric Thread,
Sarah Crocs.
Any jocks out there play something to dance
Lisa
to?
Vaughn.
Madison Ellen, Darcy Walker.
NR92.
Hey, play some country.
You got it.
I'm Joe Rodeo Ray.
Cassidy Kruger.
Yes, ma'am. How about something a little more indie?
This is Johnny Car Crash.
Jackie O.
All right, well now play me something I can't hear anywhere
I
else.
wanna be on the radio, so frickin' bad.
But it was broadcast writing.
That was weird. NR92, we got the music, we got the jocks, all we're missing is you. Your music, your attitude.
And congratulations to Ray Camfu from Nate for NR92 Jocks That Rock.
Thank you.
Would you like to say anything, Ray?
I guess so. Wow, it's great getting this kind of recognition. I mean, for us as students, we work really, really hard on these things, and it's great to see that we get recognition for them. Thank you very much to the, I was calling it the BEAC, but it's okay. Everybody else is calling it something different. So thank you to the committee for taking a look at my spot and picking it. While I'm up here, I have to say, thank you to my wife, Julie. She pushes me to get into this and to get education for following my dream, and I wouldn't be here without her. So thank you, Julie.
Our next award is for video series or special. It's a production series meant to be broadcast as episodes or a specifically produced production to coincide with a live event such as an election or telethon. Judges are looking for good script development for a television series or special, effective use of audio, music, narration, talent delivery, mood, background sound, creative artistic ability with camera and lighting, and a good thematic pacing and flow.
Please welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, the Vic High R&B Band.
Hello, everybody. I hope you enjoy the show tonight. I got to get you into my life, into my life. I got to get you into my life, into my life. I gotta get you into my life, into my life. Gotta get you into my life, into my life.
Congratulations to Brian Kelly from Camosun for a rhythm and blues review. And accepting the award for Brian this evening is Andy Bryce from Camosun.
I'd really like, on behalf of Brian and the entire crew, to thank BEAC for this award. This means an awful lot to this college, and especially at this time. And I just want to say this is a very small crew. I think there were 10 people in total. We had one rehearsal time with the band. Actually, not even with that band. We just had a chance to get up and use the mobile that was loaned to us by Shaw Television, actually. And so it was quite an accomplishment for us. And Brian is just one of those students that, well, we've heard this before, right? One of these students who's persistent, consistent, hardworking, intelligent, you know, ready to get in there and make everything happen. And he did in this particular case. He's not a natural director. He's a sports guy. He really likes sports. But he took this on and he really made it work. And Brian deserves a lot of credit. So thank you very much.
Our next award is for Studio Newscast. Judges are looking for professional on-air performance, excellent technical and production achievement throughout the broadcast, excellent writing and news lineup selection, as well as professional field work. Comments from the judges included, overall, a very solid newscast. Time went by very quickly. Quite impressed that it only felt like a 10-minute cast. Great pacing. Enjoyed the features, good energy, truly enjoyed the cast, on-air talent, did very well. Good stories, well written, good flow, really impressive, great graphics, overall impressive.
Good morning and welcome to your Ignite News for Tuesday, April 12th. I'm Lily Jordan.
And I'm Matthew Marconi. Here's what's making news.
Prime Minister Stephen Harper is dealing with a spending scandal as he heads into tonight's English language leaders debate. The Canadian press revealed that a draft report suggested the Tories misinformed Parliament about millions of dollars spent on the G8 summit. The report by Auditor General Sheila Fraser found that much of the money was spent on dubious projects in a riding held by Conservative Cabinet Minister Tony Clement. The debate starts tonight at 7. The opposition leaders are expected to attack Harper over the issue. The Tories still hold a commanding lead in the polls.
Mohawk College was the scene of a crime this week, but it was all part of the lesson plan. Ignite News reporter Natalia Bravo was there to lay down the law.
And congratulations to George Paquette, Thomas Rake, and Owen Thomas from Mohawk College for Ignite News.
I'm not sure what to say. I'd obviously like to thank BEAC on behalf of the journalism program at Mohawk. Thomas represents the TV program. This particular show is a collective effort between two different courses. The journalism students, we obviously do the reports and on camera, and then the television students take care of all the productional aspects of the show. And we worked pretty hard to put this together, and yeah, the entire journalism program is really excited that you guys honored us with this award.
From TV perspective, just like to thank three people. Mitchell Power, George Paquette, who can't be here with us tonight, and Joseph Newland. That's about it.
Yeah, awesome.
Thanks for the BEAC.
And we're very excited that you were able to join us this evening. Our next category is animation. It's stop motion or computer animation production work intended for broadcast use. Judges are looking for creative artistic ability and originality in the animation work. The comments on this year's winner include really slick and polished. The story portrays emotion very well, and the artwork is impressive. Well animated. And congratulations to Emma Courtney from Loyalist College for Forever. And Emma wasn't able to join us this evening, but we'll make sure she gets her award. Our next category is audio feature documentary. And this doesn't happen often, but this year we had a tie in this category. The category is for a longer form produced piece of public interest. Judges are looking for strong production values, especially creative use of sound, clear focus, logical structure, effective pacing, and solid writing. For the first winners, the comments included from the judges: excellent natural sound in this production, well woven into the narrative. Levels were super, all organic material made for an easy to listen feature. Good research gave the story weight and balance.
My name's Cody Russ. I'm from Haida Gwaii.
Vince Elder, Ojibwe.
My name is Amber Peterton, and I'm Tsimshian.
My name is Chris Stewart, and I'm from Prince Rupert.
Dustin. Oh, my name is Armin McKenzie. I'm from Thunder Bay, Ontario. My nation is Lakmalak, First Nations.
And do you speak your native language?
A little bit, yeah, I know a few words.
Not really. I should have, but...
I do not, just because I haven't really picked up on it or tried to.
Well, I had a chance and a few opportunities to, but I just never, I guess took the steps to do so.
No, I only know a couple words.
Congratulations for Endangerment of the First Nations Language from BCIT, produced by Lisa Gerbav, Art Aronson, and Jeroanne Brutus. And we're hoping that accepting for BCIT is Brian Antonson, who is a retired dean. And now we'll take a look at the other winner in the audio featured documentary category.
University of Calgary kinesiology lab students bend at the waist and try to touch their toes, but many can't. That's where Kelsey Andrews and Nate Bodowitz come in. They're conducting a workshop on Kihara resistance stretching where these students will be mashed and stretched. Kihara is a combination of massage, contraction, and controlled movements that Bodowitz and Andrews claim increases flexibility and lengthens muscles.
And the winner is Gregor Buer for Kihara resistance stretching from Mount Royal University.
I just want to thank BEAC for this opportunity to come out to Victoria and accept this award. And I want to thank Mount Royal and all my profs there, particularly Brad Clark. And I want to thank my girlfriend for coming out with me. Thank you.
Congratulations. Video documentary? Okay. Having said just a moment ago that we don't often have a tie, we have another tie in the category of video documentary. In this area, judges are looking for good storytelling, a journey getting to the point, good use of sound in natural sound clips and voiceover, creative artistic ability with the camera and lighting, fair, balanced, and accurate journalism, and good pacing and flow.
There's traffic fines and tons of highway lights. Been in barroom fights and chased by...
It has been 10 years this year.
It was hard, brutal. I don't really like hearing about it though.
Luck wasn't with them that night.
It was a big shock. We went to the hospital and just tried to figure out what actually happened.
There's only one word to describe that night, and it's devastating. That night changed all of our lives.
I faced the lion of the thoughts in my head, and the shark of my fear, till the water was red. I tried to salvage what was left of my friend, but couldn't stand for all his modern day trends. I fought a battle of 1,000 to 1. Some bodies fall through smoke in my gun.
And congratulations for Wiggle Your Toes, produced by Andrea Gilbert and Kesa Williams from BCIT. Accepting the award is Brian Antonson, who's the retired dean at BCIT. Ooh.
They're both radio.
We're radio
people.
guys.
It's
not your fault. That's right. Sorry, film guy. Sorry. Thank you.
Our second winner in the video documentary category, the judges' comments included riveting, very professionally done, a very deep subject, took a little too long to get to the thrust of the piece, but the visuals are haunting at times and the interviews were very powerful. Really well done. Story brought tears to my eyes. Very believable.
best talent of whatever that talent would have been to this world. He had a genuine care for everything and everybody, and that's pretty rare for anyone, let alone a kid that young.
I'd never heard Miles mention anything about bullying, which is why what happened to him came so out of the blue and surprised all of us so much.
He was a peaceful kid. He was on the environmental team. He would have been part of the peacekeepers, which were the people that worked in his garden.
It looks like he was in the washroom anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes total before help was summoned.
13 years ago this February, I sent my 2 boys to school. At the end of that day, and on that day that I'm talking about many years ago.
And the winner is Jessica Alassary for Miles from Fanshawe College. Accepting for her is Laurel Hardy, faculty at Fanshawe.
Thank you. I'll be very brief. It was a very disheartening story about Miles, and Jessica did a fabulous job. You should, have an opportunity to see the video. The documentary is incredible, and it was very disheartening. But I know that she was very proud and very pleased, and thank BEAC. So thank you, and BEAC or BAC, they're both good. Thank you.
Our next category is video comedy. This should be an entertaining production that captures the essence of the dramatic genre. Judges are looking for a well-developed comedic script, effective use of audio and music, creative artistic ability, and good comedic pacing and flow. The judges' comments: overall, done very well. Great ending, good camera work and color balance, storyline was great, good character development for the plot, and mirror scenes were very effective.
I must be losing my mind. Cool it, kid. You ain't losing nothing. I can't let you do this to me. I've got to get rid of you. Bullshit! You can't get rid of me. You are me.
And the winner is The Stand-In by Brady Parker from Fanshawe College. Accepting on his behalf, Laurel Hardy.
Oh, did he? Okay, Jim just informed me that Brady's watching, so I better say something. I also did want to say both Brady and Jessica are students in our advanced filmmaking program, which is a postgraduate program. They're both extremely talented, and I'm just really impressed with the kind of work that all the students are putting out right now. So I think we have some entertaining television, audio, and new media to be looking forward to. So anyway, congratulations, Brady.
Our next category is audio drama or comedy, an entertaining production that captures the essence of either the dramatic or comedic genre. Judges are looking for whether the piece achieves its goal in terms of a captivating piece of drama or comedy, and how that goal is achieved through the use of sound, structure, writing, and creative production.
busy at work in the local newsroom, getting ready for his next big case.
Oh, Angry Birds.
Justin, what are you doing?
I'm just doing the news.
Look at me! Look at this! Look at the screen! Look at me! I'm divided attention! What are you doing?
I'm just breaking the news.
What do you mean breaking the news? Your computer's not even on! Look at me! Look at this! Look at me! Look at this! There's a new plague going around. It's called auto-tune. It's destroying the young minds. Their minds are going to mush. Potatoes! Terrible, terrible potatoes!
And the winner is The Adventures of Angry Bird and Otto Von Tune from Algonquin College, produced by Colin Patterson, Chris Vidali, Brian Radway-Else, and Andrew Pomfret. Accepting on their behalf is Dan Pilanen from Algonquin.
I think that they may be watching, so this actually is really cool for anybody who's out in the East Coast, because right now it's like, I don't know, 12 or 1 o'clock, and that's perfect time for kids to be on the internet. So I'm sure that they're watching right now, and they thank you very much for this. For anybody else who's watching us tonight, all the pictures that we've been taking are going to be up on our Facebook site, which is the Broadcast Educators Association of Canada, so you can check that out. That's a little pitch for this. Now, for the award, those 4 students are actually first-year students. The coolest thing about them winning the award is they beat out a second-year student. So they're all going to be back next year, and I'm looking for some really good things from them. Thank you.
Our next category is video drama, an entertaining production that captures the essence of the dramatic genre. Judges are looking for a well-developed dramatic script, effective use of audio, music, creative artistic ability, and good dramatic pacing and flow. The judges' comments on this submission included wonderfully unique and original story, great use of storytelling using visuals and sound, well shot, good use of music and pacing.
Soy una buena persona, soy fuerte, soy digno del amor, soy una buena persona.
Una blanca palomita de ojos negros, negros, negros. Se para en mi ventanita a contarme su pena, mi delito tiene espinas, ya no las puedo aguantar.
And the winner is Lucha Love, produced by Denny Trudell from Algonquin College. Accepting for Denny is Dan Pilanen. Our last category in the general awards is Video Corporate or PSA Short. It's a short duration produced public service announcement. Judges are looking for a community-oriented developed script, effective use of audio and video, creative artistic ability, good pacing and flow. For this winner, the judges said well mixed, well edited, and creative shot choices. Very well done.
In 2 seconds of distracted driving, you're 2.5 times more likely to cause a collision. But Between 2006 and 2008, distracted driving caused over 5,000 collisions, almost 2,000 injuries, and 8 deaths.
Man, we can make an announcement to all the fourth district.
Despite the best efforts of the Ottawa emergency respondents, the wheel is still in your hands. You are the only one who can prevent distracted driving.
And the Distracted Driving PSA was produced by Owen Purcell Sutherland and J.P. Lemieux from Algonquin College. Accepting on their behalf, Dan Pilanen. And those are the general categories for the BEAC Student Awards. What happens after all the categories are judged is that all of the audio submissions are then judged for the President's Award. And the President's Award in both the audio and video areas is given to the very best submission, whether it be audio or video, from all of the category winners. So I'm very pleased to announce that the BEAC President's Award for Best in Audio this year goes to Ray Camfu from NATE for NR92 Jocks That Rock.
Oh, I just have to say something now? Yeah, this is a biggie. If you can't tell yet, I'm terrible accepting awards. Up until about a year ago, I've never won anything ever before, and I really, really have to say the instructors at NATE for helping me realize that I have a talent that's worth getting respect for. Thank you so much to them for pushing me to be worth good enough to get a piece of paper for. Like, this is amazing. I don't know what else to say. Thank you so much to everybody that I'm forgetting to thank right now. This is unbelievable. Thank you.
And again, for the President's Award Best in Video, we looked at all the video winners and picked the very best out of all the winners. So the winner this year for the President's Award Best in Video is Andrea Gilbert and Keisha Williams for their video documentary Wiggle Your Toes from BCIT. And accepting, Brian Antonson.
Maybe I should just say I love taking home hardware. I can go to the microphone. I love taking home hardware. And this will be really neat. I'll be at BCIT next week, and I'll take this back to the current faculty and make sure that they get it to the students. So on their behalf, thank you very much. Excellent.
And so those are our student awards for the evening. Congratulations to all of you who are here, who were able to travel here and accept the awards and be part of our event this evening. And congratulations to those of you who are watching at home. It really is wonderful. And, you know, Ray, you say you're not very good at accepting awards, but it's, you know, when we watch students who come in and maybe don't know what they're good at or may think that they're not good at anything, and they come into our programs and they find find their passion and they realize that they really are wonderful and have great skills in an area that we're able to give to you, that's what keeps us going and makes us so very proud of all of you. So thank you for your submissions and thank you for your hard work. And we look forward to hearing where you all end up in a few years' time. So congratulations, everybody. We have some other very special awards to give out this evening, and the first one is the John Ansell Award, and these awards are given to BEAC members. I'm not going to tell you too much about the award. Jim Carr is going to present it, and you can actually see on the screen. It's given to a BEAC member who's dedicated significant time and effort to the furtherance of the BEAC mandate. A meeting of the Board of Directors at BEAC is held prior to the conference where nominations are presented and discussed, and the results are kept secret until we make that presentation at this point. And so I'm going to let our Vice President take over from here. Jim?
Thank you very much. Don't mind me, I'm an audio guy, so I'm going to adjust the microphone. Can I somehow have a pop filter? Do you have a windscreen? No. I am completely honored not only to be a member of BAC, but also to be now an outgoing board member, to have served with some amazing people on our board, and quite often they're thankless jobs. They don't require much of encouragement for the members that are doing it, but every once in a while it's certainly nice to get some recognition to encourage you to keep on doing what it is you do, because there are many hours that you actually put into the things like awards and the things like the events that we do. And so it's my honor right now to introduce this year's winner of the John Ansell Award. I met this guy in 2007 when we were at our conference in Edmonton, and I didn't meet him until close to the last day of the conference. And that was because this guy is one of those extremely quiet guys that kind of sits in the corner, soaks everything in, and is engaging in conversation when you're able to have a conversation with him. But for the most part, he's just working all the time in his mind and working on what's going on. And in 2007, he was actually nominated and elected to the board of directors of the BAC. And so through the number of years since 2007, if I had my daughter here, she could figure that out in math quickly. That's the 4 or 5 years that we've been, did I get right? 4 or 5 years? Yeah. Since the 4 or 5 years that we've been doing this this thing on the board with this friend, he's become the go-to guy and the guy that you can always count on for doing just about anything. And you probably know who I'm talking about already, because he's the guy that's been working since 1:30 last night to make sure that all the videos and all the audio clips of all the award winners are able to be presented in the form that you saw them on the screen. This year's award winner is Steve Ray. Just before, I'm assuming he's operating the camera, or he's somewhere. I'm blinded by the light, so I don't see him. But just before, I wanted to also talk quickly about two little personal stories. When we were describing today in our last session, we were closing our eyes and describing people. And I was not partnered with Steve, so I didn't get an opportunity to say the words that I would have said if I was partnered with Steve. But the words that I would have referred to and described Steve as are caring, truthful, honest, and hardworking. And this is the kind of guy that you always want to have in your corner. Everyone needs a guy in your corner. Well, those many years ago, 5 years ago, when we were sitting around a table at a restaurant, I happened to mention that I had a bunch of 8mm videos that, or 8mm movies that I have never seen that my mom gave me that wanted to see them. And he piped in right away and said he has the transferring facilities at his house, and he'd be more than happy to take the time to transfer my movies. I was shocked, having just met him a year previous, very casually. So I sent off the videos to him in Canadore, and wouldn't you know, short time later, a DVD arrives in my mailbox at school of my mom's and dad's wedding. And I had no idea what was on the tapes, but this was a very important and poignant thing that this man did. And you know, that's just the kind of guy that he is. You needed something done, he's the guy that's going to do it, and he's the guy that's going to be doing it all by himself, because in 3 weeks he actually retires. In 3 weeks he retires, but he's been here busting his ass for BEAC, and in just 3 weeks he retires. So that's just an amazing man. So please welcome Steve Ray.
I guess now I have to say something. So I was thinking I should have said something for my other time before my student was doing his too, or for my student's other award. But it was funny in the one of the sessions we had this morning. The person was talking. We had a bunch of activities and things we did where people were standing up, people were doing a variety of different things, and people were talking on pairs and teams and things like that. And some of the ones that seemed to come out of it, and other people afterwards were talking about what they get out of this organization, or what things that they've really liked from doing things. Excuse me. And I must say that in the time that I've been back here working with BAC and working on the board, it's been some of that best time. And that, you know, you get doing things for a while and then you get kind of complacent. And it was so nice to have such great people to work with and to be involved with, and it's really made a big difference in the last 5 or 6 years to be caring and working with some other people who really are trying to do the best for the students, for helping out people all the time, and that's really what it's all about. And I've really enjoyed my time on the executive and stuff, and it's been a great organization to work with. Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you. Our next award to a BEAC member is called the Michael Monty Award. And this award is given to a long-standing BEAC member who may or may not have held a board position, but who has displayed an ongoing passion about teaching, has been a strong supporter of student achievement, and worked hard to connect students and their school to meet industry needs. Being an instructor is an interesting experience. It's a very rewarding experience. It's a very challenging experience. And this is a very special award as well. I'm going to ask Richard Strobant to come up and present the Michael Monty Award.
I'm a radio guy. I'm going to adjust it too. Do we have a little box for you go and stand? I'm just kidding. Yeah. Check, test. Is this on? Okay. I didn't know Michael, and I wish I did. I've talked to a lot of people who knew him, and he was one of the longest serving BEAC presidents that we had, a passionate educator, and really an all-around great guy from what I've been told. Extremely hardworking, cared about his students, and one of the best Canadian broadcast instructors ever. So I feel like I just joined BEAC a little bit late. So gives you an indication of what the type of person that this award is named after. We have an award for him, but so does the RTNDA and the Ontario Association of Broadcasters. So this gentleman is very well respected. And if you look at the description of what we're looking at when we award this to a BEAC member, it's somebody who's displayed an ongoing passion about teaching. I met this gentleman, I think about 1995, and he was teaching and is continuing, and it's probably over a 20-year career from what I understand. And a strong supporter of student achievement. He would push students to the point where they didn't know they could do that good. They didn't know they could reach that level when they came in. And as an instructor who watched him when I was in the industry and became a advisory board member, and watched how difficult the job was. I always admired the effort that he gave. And another description of working hard to connect students and their school to meet industry needs. This gentleman not only continued to teach, but also continued to stay vital in the industry and started working with his students. And they saw that the passion that he had in the classroom was also very evident when he was out in the industry working. And I think that probably was really rewarding for this gentleman to be able to have them work alongside of him and know that the industry is, is in good hands. He had an opportunity to teach my wife. She's not in the room, okay. But this is being cast, so I better be careful. I would get feedback from her about this gentleman when she was in his class. And then, like I said, I didn't get a chance to know Michael, but I did get a chance to know this gentleman for 5 years alongside working with him. And it was truly a pleasure to be next to him, to watch him, and to watch him grow, and to watch the students continue to improve and get better. So this year's Michael Montgomery Award, I'm very pleased to announce that it goes to SATA instructor Carmen Dolly.
I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. I know. That's weird. What is this thing?
What is this? It's not attached to a camera.
No, there's a lens in there somewhere. I don't know what to say. I was working back there. I didn't have time to prepare anything. That's amazing. I don't think I met Michael, but I know of him because I've been, I guess, a member for 5, 6, 7 years, and I'm speechless. I really want to thank you guys. I still don't think I deserve it. So, but thanks anyway. And Gemma, where are you? Do I have to change your mark now? Oh, she's not even here. Okay, well, I want that. She was an A student. Thanks a lot. That's all.
Jeepers. Okay. When we were Steve was talking about our little exercise this morning, and Carmen was my partner. I don't know if I can say this. And we had to, at the end of it, comment and say something about the qualities of the person that we were partnered with. And he said that I have a big heart, but I don't think mine comes anywhere close to his. Carmen, we love you. All right, this is a happy night. I don't know. We have one more award to give this evening. It's an award that we always give at our BEAC Awards dinner, and it is the Broadcaster of the Year Award. And I'd like to invite Andy Bryce from Camosun to come up and present the award.
Thanks very much. Fortunately, Yvonne and I are the same height, so we don't have to mess around with a microphone again. That's a lovely sound, isn't it? It makes you wonder what's going on in the room. Czech Television was British Columbia's first private TV station, as we heard yesterday. They went on air in 1956. Almost from the beginning, Czech has been a supporter of broadcast education. They are a go-to station for schools looking for internship possibilities. As well, they created and administered the Ida Clarkson Award for students of Camosun College. Beyond that, Czech has regularly hired graduates of either Camosun or BCIT. In fact, if you went into that shop right now, I think you'd probably find about 90 to 95% of the people who are working there are graduates of those two programs. But the Czech story nearly ended in 2009 when CanWest Global planned to close it down. However, the employees, as we all know, bought the station and have turned it into a thriving and a stable business. For this reason, and for its support of broadcast education in British Columbia, BEAC has chosen Czech TV as the Broadcaster of the Year, and accepting for Czech TV is John Pollard, the General Manager.
So you all got the Czech story yesterday, so I won't go over that again. It is a pretty good story, however. But one of the things that I think that we've done remarkably well at is hiring the people that you've educated. And I started in broadcasting in 1973, and I've worked with the people that you've educated and your organization has educated. And we couldn't have done it without you. I mean, it's a tough business, but you guys are turning out the best students and the best employees, you know, and best owners of television stations and radio stations in the country. And it's really a thank you to you for what you do. Thanks so much.
That's the end of the awards. Just a couple of quick maintenance notes. You may have noticed that all of our award winners were given a copy of this book. It's 99 Things You Wish You Knew Before Making It Big in Media, from a teacher an instructor that works with Jim. His name is Steve Couch. Those of you who have the book, you don't need to buy it. But Couch Media, Steve's company, is a proud sponsor of our BEAC conference this year, and he wanted to make sure that everybody who won the award also got a copy of the book. And for those of you who are watching at home, it's available on the shopping channel. No, you can get it on Amazon and that. Just before Yvonne comes back and wraps things up, the hospitality suite, room 336, I believe, is upstairs, and it will open at 10 o'clock. Hopefully you'll be able to join us for a beverage. And what's the line again? What's it called? I'm sorry. No, I didn't. No, the one before that. There'll be none of that. It'll be a technology transfer session upstairs. There's free booze. Yeah. Okay, thanks very much.
Okay. You guys keep doing this. Anyway, thank you all for being here this evening. Thank you to the students who were able to attend, to everyone who's watching online, to all of you who made this evening possible. We have many judges across the country involved in industry who give their time to judge these student awards. To Steve and Carmen, we love you and we'll miss you. To John Pollard, thank you so much for everything that you do. And this wraps up our awards dinner. Please join us upstairs, and thank you all for a wonderful evening.